hotel.
Oh. So, first of all, you survived the journey here then, because I mean literally from the green room here, it is raining. It is raining out there, my goodness me. So umbrellas were turning inside out and also. Amanda, you've been really busy. You have been producing. Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing.
Oh, golly, I just got back from New York directing an episode of Blind Spot. I directed, prior to that, I directed the 100. It's actually, I say it wrong, it's the 100. I like to say the 100, which was really fun. Supernaturally directed, and after this, I go on to a show called Motherland, which is and I think you guys are really going to dig it. It's super cool. And with me and
I think you're being quite humble here, because this is, when you're saying you've produced a couple of things, this is like your 50th episode, isn't it, that you've been doing?
I just directed my 50th episode of television.
Can we get... Absolutely amazing. Richard, I wanted to ask you actually, because I know that, talking about producing, directing, keeping that in the family, because I think, didn't you do a little trip down to Boston recently to see a little play called Guys, and I thought you might want to say a little bit about it.
Has it gotten around?
Well, we do our research here. We do our research.
Well done, sir. Well done. Yes, my daughter Wiley is going to college in Boston, and she's in her third year, performing arts, primarily theater, and she's getting a teaching degree. She said, just in case, Dad, just in case she gets a teaching degree. She's that smart. But she wrote and directed her first play, and it's a one-act play, and I saw it's very layered and full of emotion, and I'm familiar with the story that she wrote about. And it was just phenomenal. It brought me to tears just by the magnitude of what she had undertaken and succeeded. So it's like one of those things as a father where you go, she'll be okay. And off she goes.
That's fantastic. Can we get a round of applause for Wiley as well? You know what? We only have about half an hour with you, and one or two people turn up. We should get some questions from the audience.
Yes, we are.
So, any questions from the audience? There's one down here. We're going to get a mic to you now. We're going to get a mic to you. Hold on. Oh, hold on.
Hello. My name's Thomas.
We're just...
Thomas, sorry, no.
I've got a question for you. What do you think of an episode in Stargate where they visit very old civilizations of Earth like the Sumerians?
What would we think if there was an episode of Stargate where we visited the Sumerians? Was that the question?
Yeah.
Because I was wondering, did we?
What are Sumerians? I'll give you an idea of who to ask.
I think we should do one. Do you have thoughts on it? I'd love to hear yours.
I like to say because I'm a big history fan. I play Civilization 5.
Oh, excellent. All right. Well, when the show gets picked up again, we'll put that in the folder. Yeah, when it comes, because they're just remaking every show ever. Go through the Stargate for the walkers.
Can we get the mic down the front, actually? There's a couple of people down here that have their hands up straight away, so I just want to make sure we get their...
Hi. I have spoken to you already today, so I told you I was an astrophysicist, so I'm curious
in astrophysics. Here, isn't that awesome?
But I was wondering how much science you actually picked up using all that technobabble in the episodes, or whether or not it is all just absolute gibberish still to you a little bit.
No, I took it really seriously. So I studied it, and then what I did was I broke it down into layman's terms so I could explain it, to Alan. Yeah. So I could explain it to my husband, and then I thought if he can understand it, then I've got it. But I broke it down into layman's terms, so I fully understood what I was doing, and I understood the technobabble. I was very proud of the fact that I understood it. Could I blow up a sun right now? No.
There was a dynamic on the show, I don't know if you noticed, where, first of all, they had sense enough to give Michael and Amanda all the dialogue, or the mainstay anyway, and I was relegated to the reactionary, what? And, which kind of helped the dynamic along, but there's no way we could do it any other way. I couldn't memorize that dialogue to save my life. And she could. She, thank God you're on that show. Way to go.
Fantastic. Full respect, hashtag women in science, by the way. These people may explode if we don't get a mic to them. The paperwork. Oh, there's one there first. Okay, go on.
Can I have my first?
You have yours first.
Hi, how are you?
Excellent.
I have a question for all of the shippers. So, if...
I'm 70, you know. What?
We absolutely still take it up to if the Stargate fandom and the shipper fandom in particular could have their canon confirmation moment, like the X-Files did after 20 years, 25 years, what would you like it to be? Be as detailed as you like, we don't mind.
So it would be an exterior shot of Jack's cabin as the sun's coming up, and then cut inside and see Jack, and then Sam would roll over, and there she'd be all of a sudden on the same pillow, and then they'd get up and go fishing. I've directed it already.
I'm going to quickly ask the next question, which is, Richard, would you like a coffee?
God bless.
No.
I will get some answers.
Yeah. What was the question?
What would that scene?
Yeah, mine was given hers. Mine would start the evening before. Groundhog Day.
These lights are so bright, we can hardly see you there. It's just like a wall of light, but...
Given the size of the universe, it's also notable that it's alien about somewhere. And at least somewhere, some of our alien life will be some kind of outside like the world. In other words, it's likely something like the world exists somewhere billions of light years away. If somehow it got to Earth, how do you react?
If somehow we were to meet this,
If you were to meet an alien life form like the world, how would you react? Would you be like, oh, that's just like so I was on, or would you be too freaked out?
I'd kill them and then dissect them. Just because I have knowledge of what could happen if they took over. I'd kill them first and then see what they were all about. That's what Sam Carter would do. Amanda Tappan would probably run screaming as far away. I'd capture them and study them for science. That's a better answer.
Wobbling coffee. Richard, what would you do if you came across an alien parasite that had come to Earth? How would you react to it?
Parasite?
Yeah, some type of parasite. Human parasite, yeah? Parasite.
So
Yeah.
it would take over.
Like a big parasite or tiny one? I'd take an antibiotic. That's all I got.
mic now. And just so you know. Oh, where's our gentleman with the mic? These
Please,
guys.
somebody save us from ourselves.
Hello. Question for Richard. I don't know if you are aware about the GateCon Vancouver conversation with Amanda about the best kisses on the set. And you were pretty top over there.
I was what?
Any thoughts? You were pretty top on the list. Well, top list really, because you know.
Pretty top of the list? How many of those guys did you kiss? Pretty top of
We're
the
top
list.
of the list, all right, buddy? Just relax.
There's a difference between pretty top of the list and top of the list.
Awkward. Top of the list, all right? All right? You and your AK-47 or whatever.
I was 70. Even then. Were you asking me what it was like?
How do you feel about that?
Oh, she was great. It was the rehearsals that I loved. We started rehearsing the evening before. I think we got it right. Her husband objected. I said, screw off.
What else?
We had fun. We had an excuse, a professional excuse to kiss.
Yeah, because it was our job. And we took it really seriously. Okay?
Thank you. Hi. Hello. Loved to meet you both earlier on. So some of the humour in some of the episodes was very subtle. Was it all scripted in, or did you?
What?
What happened with Stargate, I think, very quickly was that they realized that, and I think you said it, when you agreed to take on the part, if I recall, you had said, I'm not going to play this jarhead, I want to play somebody with a sense of humor. Right? Sort of. But yeah, there was a lot of ad-lib early on from Rick, and the rest of us were too scared to ad-lib, but it's his show, so he could. And that sort of led us
Will you
to...
stop saying that? I don't think I was your boss, and it wasn't my show. I shared
It
in
felt
the
like that
profits.
in season one. It felt like that in season one. It's like, you know, you're working with MacGyver.
Yeah. What was the question?
About Christmas. A lot of it was that. There was a lot of stuff that happened, and then that sort of, like, Rick really paved the way to make the show I think a lot more accessible because of its sense of humor. Because even in the most dire situation, like, you know, you ended that sentence with a dangling participle, you bastard, things like that, where it was just like,
Right.
That's an ad-lib, clearly, but that happened a lot.
Well,
The hardest part was keeping a straight face while you were...
yeah. Well, there was a nice transformation that took place, or a transition in tone as the years, or the episodes went by. To go back even a step further, we used to have the luxury of a table read for every script. And it didn't last very long because it took time, nobody was around, and but it kind of fell apart after a conversation that Brad Wright had with me after one of those table reads. I've told you this, haven't I? He took me aside, you know all know who Brad is, right? He's your boss, but head writer, and we'd go through these table reads, and it's the first time we're seeing the script. So to me, those are just little seeds for, you know, to go somewhere else. The impulses are all there on a fresh piece. Anyway, God, stop my brain. So during the table reads, I would be ad-libbing on, you know, and this is a fresh script. And Brad took me aside, you know, and most of it was getting laughs, some of it didn't matter. I wasn't reading the words the way they were written. So Brad took me aside and took me into his office, like the principal, and said, you know, you're not doing the writers a great service by doing what you're doing in those rehearsals. Every one of us works hard to write these scripts, and when we first hear them, you guys read them, we like to hear the words. And he basically chastised the hell out of me, which I deserved. And I told him, I said, you're right. And it occurred to me that I should be showing some more respect for writers, who, to this day, I respect most out of the whole process. So from that point on, we kind of stopped having those rehearsals, but I tried to be a lot more true to the word that, on the written page, but with the caveat, and this is the agreement I made with signed in blood with Brad, is that we do our rehearsal and then we'll find our moments of levity, and you know, I'll always call up or, you know, clear it with you. Stop me, I'm talking just on.
No, it's really good.
But that was basically the genesis of
Okay, you can stop.
the lightness. What happened though with all that, the other actors started to do the same thing, and it really made for some terrible episodes. No, it made for a really nice tight group of actors who could kind of race with each other improvisationally, and it was an ideal place to work for me.
21-ish years old, and you are getting as many people coming to see you as shows that are brand new on Netflix, which I think this shows that the fandom is well and truly alive. Do you think that there is any chance that we will ever see SG-1 on TV again?
You know, my initial statement will be, God, I hope so. Because there are elements of working with that group that are just so dynamic and so wonderful and comfortable and creative. And we had a freedom with each other that, you know, I haven't seen or experienced in other venues. It's not really up to us. I don't know how the other actors are feeling about it, but I don't sense that Brad has got anything cooking. I'd suggest write letters. I don't know that it's...
I know that there's interest from MGM, for sure, to try to revitalize the franchise in some way, and I know, having talked to Brad, that they've approached him about it. So I don't think it's, you know, it's not black and white, for sure. I think it would be great to revisit it, even if it was, you know, a series of movies, like Movie of the Week type movies, or a limited run miniseries. I don't think that it's out of the question. I think it's more possible now than it was, say, 5 years ago. I think it's actually, the idea of it has been germinating for a long time, and now MGM has actually seemed to have latched onto that idea. And because there are so many shows that are sort of being rebooted, it's more possible now than it ever was. So, never say never. I think it would be quite fun to revisit it for a period of time.
Would you do it?
Sure. Would you? Well, would you?
Yeah, I'd love
Okay,
it.
then I would. I think, you know.
With Michael?
Yeah.
You would? With Teal?
Yeah.
Do we want to?
I don't know. That's stinky.
That's not kidding.
I actually have a question for you, Amanda. Specifically, I'm sorry, Rick, I love you, but...
We spoke earlier, right?
I'll leave it for a minute. So with the 100, because Anthony was amazing, by the way, I loved your work on that, great episode. But with the 100, you worked on season 6, which isn't out yet. Did you get to work with J.L. Bourne, and how did that go? Because that's what I want to ask, because how was season 6 and how was J.L. Bourne again?
Okay, so JR and I texted each other, and he found out that I was directing the 100. Oh no, I found out he was going to be on the 100, and so I was like, I'm going to be directing it. Oh my God! And it was remarkable. It was wonderful. He's a wonderful actor, he really is, and he plays this really very intense and interesting character. And the episode that I did had a lot going on in it, and he was remarkable. It was great. We had these moments, you know, at one point, we were trying to get to this moment in this scene, and I started to cry, you know, just talking, like directing him, I was crying. I was like, I shouldn't probably be crying while I'm giving you direction. It was wonderful. It was great. It was so lovely. Yeah.
Brilliant. Guys, I was just going to say we're almost out of time, and I've pushed it another 5 minutes already because we're all enjoying ourselves. I'm going to have one last question, if that's okay.
Better be good, no
Yeah,
pressure.
better be good. No pressure now.
If you could have done an invisible Jack scene and direct Rick in it, what would you have directed him doing?
Remember when you were invisible and you have Jack do?
Well,
Rick?
first of all, you realize the absurdity of that scene where I'm walking down the hall. Well, part of the reason he was invisible, I'm not quite sure how this worked out, but so they could use a different actor and I would just voice it over because I like commuting and disappearing and turning 70. But I love green screen and I love, you know, being invisible. So I wore the green outfit and did the dialogue. It doesn't sound twisted to you, but at the time, and technically it was absurd. But anyway, Invisible Jack. Take it away, Amanda.
No, what would you have Invisible Jack do? Do anything.
Oh. I thought it was, you were asking her, right? Yeah. See? How would you know?
I was hoping that we could segue out of
And I
that. Oh, Claire, come on.
almost see how,
Obviously, what I would have. Children.
but invisible? I just broke out into a sweat. Watch that.
These lights just got a lot hotter.
MacGyver crawling all over you and you having to respond.
Not that hair.
What, no mullet?
We call it hockey here in Canada.
Yes,
Sticks out.
yes you do.
There.
That's C-L-A-R-E, correct? Yeah. See, huh?
I can't even. Use your imagination. Enjoy yourself.